Okay, so we're still in the Plague District where things were getting messy last time. They hit us with the idea that there's an evil sister, but we actually didn't get much of an introduction to that mechanic because it wasn't the evil sister, it was the real one. Like, ooh, this might not be the real sister, careful. Then no, it was. It was. It was the funniest way to introduce that. Ooh, supplies. But yeah, we're still working on looking into the other objective that's apparently here. Oop, tornado. Not to be confused with poop tornado. Okay, so... Oh! This house is full of people. Oh yeah, I came here before. We knew about her. I've come here this day before, but now I've been here. This is what led to me wanting to go here in the past. Is there a payoff to coming here now?
Yep.
Ah, you son of a barnacle. Lost my pin again. Maybe move it to the left? Hey, sign, what you doing here? Go take a breather. I told you I'd call you a lot when I'm done. Hello, Sticky. Again. Oh, it's you. Big city man? Push the door for me, will you? Right here. You're heavy, might do the trick. Hoping to find out how Isidore died. Master Brooke couldn't have died like that. No way. I think so too. You know, I didn't like you at first, Big City Man. You and your foppish coat. Everyone's oohing and awing over you while our bear gets dragged in the mud. But I can see now, you're alright. Good luck. Still, I advise you to not investigate Isidore's death alone. His son is certainly interested in learning the truth. Failure. Isidore's dad killed the very day I arrived. My darkest hour. Buried the second day. Okay, so this is just a prompt about this meeting. Doesn't actually pay off so much now. And the old stuff's phrased like it's a current problem, but I believe these are all things we already did in the past few days because I went back. So I think these are not loose ends to go back for.
Where do our dead go?
What do you want now, Daniil? The audience is over for today. Is it true that Simon's body was stolen? And if it was true, do you think I discussed my late uncle's body with you? Like he's some lost bull or a purse that caught my attention of a less than honest chambermaid? You want to track him down, don't you? So do I. I'll tell you this. You have only a superficial understanding of my uncle's disappearance. His body, if it even exists, doesn't matter much. I can still feel something living. It's more like a sigh than a chunk of meat. It's like you don't even believe that your uncle is dead. I don't think we have a follow-up for that. Okay, so I ultimately came here for kind of whatever reasons. I can go ahead and head back out of here through this safe door. There we go. Oh, Oh god. But my ways of getting around are mostly me traversing several dangerous zones at once, basically. Did this become undangerous? Yeah, wasn't the Marrow a plague district yesterday? That's interesting. I could maybe look into Artemis' situation. Oh, it's letting me go through there. I thought it would count that as being traversing the plague district and not let me automate it. How about this part? Okay, not this part though. What? Did someone get me? We're fine. Alright, maybe I'll look into Artemis' quest today and then do the diagnoses tomorrow. The other ones. My health okay? Okay. In that weird freeze frame, they made it look like my health was empty. And I'm like, I'm upset by that. My inventory is overstuffed with stuff that is a bit dangerous because it might override the items I actually want, apparently. That does not feel like an intentional mechanic. That feels so janky. There's no person to trade with in this region. Just overloaded with matches. Might just want to trade matches at this point, since I've already defeated the plague for today. And after that point, there's not a lot of reason to be in those zones. The more valuable stuff is the stuff that lets you purge nearby stuff in case you have to cross a plague district. You could do the AoE. Number of characters around.
The hand draws whatever the heart is drawn to.
Hello, M-Shen. You look exhausted. Strange. I thought you'd comment on my smell. What does fatigue smell like? It varies. Some people smell better the worse they feel. But I'm not one of them, right? No, M-Shen. You're not one of them. You could have lied. Why? Because people like being lied to. Because it's simple courtesy. Because there are many reasons. Sometimes I think the part of your brain that lets you read emotions is broken. Wow. What a wild line. I see you're not in the mood today, M-Shen. Conjurer's tissue samples turned out to be useless, right? Yes, and it makes my job twice as hard. Within an hour, sand pest could no longer be found in the necrotic tissues. That means it's impossible to study its effects. So, we need a sample of living tissue. Unfortunately, it's much worse. Sand pest obviously lives in the organs, in the heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, and until I see how it behaves inside them, I can't make any progress. Is that your request? To get a living organ? Yes. The question is how to do it without anyone getting hurt. Do you have any ideas? I do. I can make sure they won't suffer. Not in the hospital, and not with you around, but I do know where to get the living tissue of a Zircon. And yet, every infected person never gives up hope of surviving. Life without an organ is not something everyone wants to live, even if it's only a kidney. There is such a person. If I ask, she won't refuse. But I have my own request to you, M-Shin. I knew it. What is it? You need me to babysit your kids again? No problem. I was actually thinking of giving up medicine and becoming a full-time nanny. No. This time someone else can watch the children. My request is of a different nature. Since I returned, I've had problems with nasty rumors about me. That I'm a murderer and a ripper. That I killed my father. So I ask you, when the time comes, I hope it doesn't, but if it does, stand by my side. Don't renounce me. I'm not in the habit of renouncing anything. I wouldn't have ended up here otherwise. Did we conclude it? Maybe. He's gonna help me again. Has he shown up somewhere else? Not yet. Maybe after some time passes?
There is no death.
Someone brought a note for you to the Stillwater, but you weren't there. I promised to deliver it, but I couldn't resist reading it myself. This line's absurd. What kind of place is this town of yours? As if fighting the plague wasn't enough, now I'm being forced to read notes. That's a weird thing to complain about. Being forced to read notes? Oh no, written communication. But it is a funny reference to the first game, and it's weird notes that would just materialize in your quest log without really announcing themselves properly. And so if you didn't know when the update happened, you just wouldn't know what your objective was for the day. Or you might have not noticed that it started already. All you had was like a tiny scribble noise, I think, and a little glyph in the bottom corner that lit up very briefly, faded in and out. So you could just easily if something else was happening, just not notice it even happened and not know that, oh shit, the day triggered over to the next day. I have new quest objectives, the whole point of the game. Even after playing the game for multiple playthroughs, I think overall, I mostly settled into the fact that I think I memorized what time the quest change happened. So most of the time I was just checking it manually because I knew when it would happen, more so than the notification functioning for shit. Haven't you ever heard that curiosity killed the cat? Don't be silly. I normally wouldn't have snooped, but an herb bride brought it in. And she was acting so strangely, so I glanced through it. And it really does seem to be a matter of life and death. And Burke's involved. Alright, give us the note. What's this about? You don't know me, but that's not important. My sister Nara is in grave danger. This danger has a name. Artemy Burke. Rumor has it he killed his father. He's a killer, a hollowed man. You're my only hope. Please, don't reject my plea. Meet me at the water tower in the steppe. Is Nara the person that that Artemy is sure will help him? I wonder. This is a separate waypoint all the way out there. That's interesting. Alright. Yeah, I'm intentionally not getting involved in the hospital today if I can avoid it. Since we're already pretty far along in the day. Like, 6 p.m. is when my diagnoses are supposed to be confirmed. So it's already that time right now. What's this lock for? Staff only, the rest must use the main door. They awkwardly lock and unlock that giant padlock every time they go through. Seems like it's gotta be a little bit of a pain for them. I'm already a little, not especially fond of spamming Q everywhere, but it's the only way to see half the time what's going on. There's just giant crowds of people and only the green people have dialogue, and then there's a bunch of boxes everywhere, but only the white boxes have loot. But I don't love games that have you spamming Batman vision instead of just looking around with your eyes. You've come. By Allah, Emshen. May Mother Bodo caress your step. I was afraid that it was all for naught. The contents of your note were quite intriguing. Burrock is a strange fellow, sure, but calling him a murderer... I do hope you have proof. I am Alalgnaya, a bride of the steppe, but it doesn't matter. I've come asking for help for my sister, not myself. She is my Abgai, and she's in love with Burrock. This must be stopped. I used to be like that. Had silly thoughts about my friends when they began spending less time with me because of their relationships. Other people's love stirs jealousy in us. This is not that kind of love. Her love is a bohir love, a mu love, an ubshe love. What? Her love is a noose that must be broken. But why come to me? Nara's life is in danger. I see it. She's tied herself to Burrock too tightly. Her attachment strangles her like an urmam in heat. An ubshe love must be broken, healed, or it's untarna. As far as I know, scientists have not yet discovered a cure for love. I can't prescribe anything for her. The problem is not with Nara, it's with Burrock. He's hollow inside. I see it. Echoes always resonate within his body. Those echoes, that void, that's what calls to Nara. That void will kill her. The void cannot love. It lures other people's love inside itself and kills it. When I saw the word hollowed in your note, I thought you'd misspelled hallowed. But apparently you think he's literally hollow. Burrock knows the lines. He can plunge his hands into a body, a living body, a dead body. That's his gift and his curse. He knows the lines, but he does not know limits. He is unable to say no to himself. And neither will Nara be able to say no to him. Don't you see? Damn it. Burrock promised he'd get some living tissue, but we agreed no one would suffer. That it'd be done with consent. Well, she will consent, apparently. I don't understand their definition of living tissue, is my struggle here. Like, we got flesh from that other character, and it wasn't good. Now we're gonna cut organs out of somebody? Like, what? I thought the premise of it having to be living tissue was actually that we had to dissect a living person, like, in the hospital, and study their organs while they're functioning. Like, you have to open up a living person and keep them alive throughout the whole process, right? That's living tissue as far as I can tell. It doesn't make any sense to cut an organ out of somebody. I know that Artemy harvests organs in the first and I think second game. I remember having my routine of running around and collecting organs in Twirene all night, every night to get the resource engine going. But in the context of how they're explaining it right now, it doesn't feel like that would work. I had a dream, Bikara. Nara was lying on the ground dead, empty, hollowed out in Burrock's embrace, and you were beside them. You were also in that dream, so you must go to meet him. Splendid. Now I'm involved in this. Think what you will, Emshen. I only beg one thing of you. When the time comes, and he who knows the lines plunges his hands into Nara's body, don't just stand by. Don't let him plunge his hands into her body. Go to the bone stake lot. Talk to her. You'll see that Buruk is her disease. Damn it. Why didn't you get me sooner? Oh, that's a lot of mania. Woo! Whoop. Heartbound. Nara's life is at stake here. It's really dangerous up here, so I guess this is the best way to get there, huh? It'll take me an hour. Here we go! Oh, god damn it, I fell for it again. That one's really hard to spot. I thought it wasn't there. Damn it, it's hard to spot what's happening in this zone. Alright. Yeah, that's a lot of health damage. Be hitting Q a little more often to see if there's random boxes lying around. Woo! Plague person was right there. That made me nervous. A slight struggle is that hitting Q to look around like that makes it harder to spot important things. Because there are also those little geyser things on the walls, those weird plant spore things. Those can be made harder to spot by fucking with the contrast. Looking the other way. Chill a little bit. Don't have a lot of health to spare right now. Come on. Give me a box somewhere. I need healing items. I'm in a rough position right now. I don't think any of these things heal my health bar. Nope, that sure seems like it's him. I've lost some of my thing too. Shit.
Superstitions aren't real.
This calls for a surgeon's precision. Step aside.
Ah. Physician. How did you know I was here? Never mind. I brought you live tissue. Hurry. We don't have much time. What is going on here? Nara was infected with the sand plague. She didn't stand a chance. Just like Conjure. I told her about our work, about how important it is. She agreed to help. Help? Is that what you call flaying someone alive? I explained everything to her. She consented to this. Really? She's dead. How could you possibly prove she consented? You want a live tissue, Emshen? You got it. Yes, but not at that cost. What would you have done, physician? Yesterday you let Conjure die. Did I say a single bad word to you? Okay, you're right. Saying that's different would be hypocritical of me. Give me the heart. Time is short. Let's not waste it arguing. Ah! I'm dying. Blue. I should have just drank something actually. That would have helped too. My health is fucking low. Okay. So I believe I need to go back and study it, right? Yeah. I need to study the heart while it's still warm. So I need to get the fuck out of here. And also just to hope I don't take any health damage on the way home or I'm really fucked. Gotta navigate through this one street again. I'm just gonna spam the shit out of my ability. That's too important right now. And I'm too fucked. Yeah, they're not gonna let me through the easy way. I'm really nervous because those little pustules on the walls can really be hard to spot, like that one. Is that how you go? Okay. Going. Okay, I'm back to study. I'm noticing that I keep doing analysis all the time. They did a tutorial on like microscopes, and I've never used a microscope since that tutorial, like 30 hours ago. Like this is a thing I say a lot about games sometimes, but just like there's a real element of like you can't just tutorialize something once or explain something once or have one pop-up explain something once ever and that's it. You do reinforce mechanics by having them be a thing that the player is exposed to repeatedly, whatever, over and over again, throughout the playthrough in a way that reinforces and internalizes that mechanic so they know how to do it. Otherwise they might just forget the mechanic exists later and so on, or how they interacted with it. So it's just interesting that, yeah, like stuff like that was tutorialized earlier, but like, it's not really a part of the gameplay loop, seemingly, yet. So they might as well have tutorialized it later when it actually is going to be part of the loop. Because I assume it will be, because it's a mechanic they spent time developing. But we analyze stuff all the time, and you don't even do it that way. You just press spacebar and it's done. Only desperation caused by a life wasted in vain made me conduct this analysis. Too late. A dead organ is predictably useless. So it was useless? Was it supposed to be useless? Did I do it right? Curses. I wasn't quick enough. The Herat has stopped, and with it died the sandpest inside it. That's just a piece of useless flesh. Sacrifice has been made in vain. Could I have gone faster? Did I fail because you have to fail, or did I fail because I didn't go fast enough? How much faster could I go? It was all the way over there, and it was mostly... like... It's mostly fast travel, right? You just... travel via... the map. I don't... Did the game in any way communicate what the threshold is, or how much time I had? So I could even tell why I failed or didn't fail? I don't know, really. Let's see. Pretty sure I need more of these for the reload at this point. Let's see here. Little recipes. Calomel. Morphine, strychnine, water. I've got strychnine. I don't really have much water, unfortunately. Or I don't have much morphine. And you don't sell any morphine. Great. All right. Well, I can buy some water. That should at least put me in a better spot. Otherwise, yeah, I think we just need to look around for some better resources. My current limitation is that I want to skip to tomorrow now, but my inventory is full of a bunch of random nonsense items. Just got so many reagents and things. And I need to like recraft them into stuff. Because I need to have fewer, more useful items in my inventory. Right now I have way too many items of too many varieties of slightly different versions of uppers and downers, basically. And that's not working for me. All the white boxes are gone. I don't remember if the kids want drugs or not. But there are kids here. Twirine. Do you have any morphine? You got this stuff. You got the good stuff. Taurine, Mocaine. It's only worth one. I don't think any of these say that they'll give me any health. It's not always clear if the flavor text will itself do much. I might want the colored glass shards for a chance of something. Should only be done when there's secrets not yet found as shown in the bottom corner of the map. I don't know what that means. This says some points of interest not explored. That's the top corner of the map. Did you mean top corner of the map? Is that the message they're talking about? Oh, in the corner of the map. Okay, let's see what this does. Does it hint at what it's revealing?
I could use some quiet.
How long does it work for? Is it still working? I do not know how this mechanic works. Wait, isn't down here one of the places I found has stuff in it? You. All the nuts in the world don't help me that much if I can't actually trade for any more resources, though. Does it show up on the map? Or any of the maps? Oh. Something's happening here. Oh. The glass reveals that there's something on the map somewhere. Not even specifically in the zone you're in. Oh. And it says something is happening here, which sounds more like a secret quest or something. So I maybe should be using this glass every day? That sounds like, that actually sounds extremely important. Like more so than I had reason to suspect. I'm too unhealthy to deal with it right now. But I'll think about it. Let's see if that room is open today. No. And various lootable things aren't. I noticed that these guys are glowing. Will they talk to me now? Because they wouldn't talk to me before. I at least remember them now. Nope. There's no follow-up talk about that. Might go check in on other neighbors. We're cranking the resource engine a little bit right now, but it's just like, oh god, oh fuck, I don't have it. I just can't find the stuff I need a little bit. And there's also just this really weird quirk of the inventory space, the two inventories being different sizes and apparently dumping my inventory, so I want to trade these other things to condense my variety of items in my inventory because I don't want to get fucked over again before I loop around to tomorrow. There's some of the good stuff. I'm not even 100% sure if I heal. I think I heal tomorrow if I loop. And that's why I'm not healing right now, because I'm hoping that I'll heal from sleeping, but then also have healing items available for the future loops. I wish I knew for sure whether or not I genuinely was too slow or not. A package for 10? Heavy dose of morphine. Do you have regular morphine, please? Maridorm. These are the same thing? Oh, they just jump. They don't stack. Okay. The child jabber is insane. And a bullet is technically condensed too. There's actually a value trade that kind of works. Can't do it right now though. Yeah, I can. I think that's how big the clock is, right? This having to split hairs about this feels silly. Like, this is just like a weird thing to be stuck on, but like they genuinely will make my items disappear. I think a clock was 12 spots. If this doesn't work, I might have to just check what I can craft just to like condense a little more. It's a bit silly. No lockers around, right? Can I make morphine myself? You can. Only for morphine crystals. So all you can do is hydrate your morphine. And strychnine's made of strychnine crystals. So yeah, there's just two ways of there's two recipes where you just hydrate something and that's it, basically. That's rough. Bromide's made of these things. Slightly increases apathy. Not very helpful either. Let's just check the thingy. Yeah, we saw a heavy dose of morphine, so briefly I was like, oh, that could be good, but I didn't think it was going to work out. Loot. 12 spaces, 12 spaces. 4x3, 4x3. Okay. So, when I loop to tomorrow, I should still have all my stuff, right? Right, game? Swear to God. Did I mess up on this quest? Like, was I supposed to visit the cart? No, I said that because even the quest calls out. Yeah, it says the analyzer's in Stillwater.